Hello. I thought I'd do a sample of the assignment so that you could see what I'm talking about. So when I'm talking about a cultural artifact, it's something about that comes from your culture. And my grandparents were from here in Appalachia. My grandmother, who did not have a lot of education necessarily, but had a lot of home and life skills, and she participated in something that's very common in Appalachia, which is quilting. So quilts back then, were not the fancy kind of things. They were made from worn clothing that had holes in it, or the material was too worn, or seams were ripped. And so you save that up to make quilts, patchwork quilts. And my grandmother was born in 1910, and she died exactly 100 years later on her 100th birthday. So after she passed away, my mom took a bunch of old quilts that she had, and many of which were deteriorating. So she cut them up to cut off the bad parts and save the good parts. And then she used those to make teddy bears. And the teddy bears were then given out to all of the female grandchildren as in memory of their grandmother. So I'm going to show you an example here of what it looks like. This is the teddy bear that my mom made. Again, it's made out of a very old plain quilt. You can see some of the rough edges and things that had to be used. So she made this teddy bear, and as part of that, on the foot of the teddy bear, I actually did a little embroidery, and it just says "Quilted by Ethel Preston," which is the name of my grandmother. So the idea of quilting is certainly an Appalachian and cultural artifact. And then kind of, I guess, unique to the family is that what my mom did with an old quilt, and made it kind of a keepsake for the female grandchildren anyway. So I hope that you enjoyed seeing this. I mean, this teddy bear has a lot of meaning to me because it was quilted by my grandmother, it was made by my mother, and then I had my little part in doing the feet for all the teddy bears that she made. So it was kind of a multi-generational project. So that's an example of what I would like for you to share with your classmates, and I think it could end up being pretty interesting. All right, thanks so much.